Oh hey, it's me, Olive, your Pride Princess, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to part 3 of this Pride series. Today, we're learning how to properly glue down our brows. So we're gonna learn how to be a true drag queen. We're gonna block these brows to like perfection. So if you wanna see how to do that, then keep on watching. But before we do that, you know what you have to do. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Make sure you check out all my other socials at the Olive Cox for more drag fun. All right, so I'm gonna go shave my face and everything, and then I'll be right back to glue these brows down because these caterpillars need some work. I'll be right back. And I'm back, y'all. I have my face all shaved. I moisturized, put some primer on for the next video. So if you want to see what that is, make sure you tune in next week. But today, we're learning how to glue down these brows. Drag queen staple. So for that, some queens use like Pros-Aid. Everyone does it differently. I use this little guy. It's Elmer's glue stick in Disappearing Purple. A drag queen's like favorite beauty product. Beauty product of the year, if you will. So we use that, and then some sort of like spoolie or something. I use like a metal tooth comb. I got mine from Tweezerman. You have those anywhere. Not Tweezerman, but like, you know, just a metal tooth comb. That just to like comb the glue through the brow so then they stick and like stay flat on your face. Also, to like set that in, we use good old Coty Airspun, drag queen's favorite setting powder. It smells like your grandma, so it reminds you of home. Also, I use a like powder puff to set that and lock everything in. Fairly simple process, but it just, well actually, it could be difficult for some people. So if you want to see that process, stay tuned. First, I'm taking my Elmer's glue stick and just running that through both of my brows. And to apply it, I usually use circular motions just to get it in there and coat the brow hairs. I was blessed with some fairly thick brows. This used to be one, believe it or not, so I have a lot to work with. But these bad boys, they can take as much glue as they can get to stay flat. And also with like gluing your brows down, it's trial and error. Obviously, the first time you try it isn't gonna be the greatest, but eventually, once you start like getting the hang of it, you'll figure it out. I believe in you. Next, I'm gonna take that metal tooth comb and brush up those hairs so they're laying flat against my face. See that? Just do that to both of the brows. Try not to stab yourself. I've done that a few times and have like bled. You know what they say, beauty is pain.
Beauty is pain. Beauty is pain.
But beauty can be a pain, y'all. Let me tell you. Also, please excuse this pimple. I'm showing vulnerability. Nobody's perfect, okay guys? I know, I'm like so close to it. As I look like crazy right now. All right, and once you have that initial layer down, you can move on to the next brow and do the same thing. Don't worry if a few of them are still sticking up. We go in with a few layers of this bad boy. These things won't stay down with just one layer. And you can take a makeup wipe and clean up around the brow if you'd like. And this will dissolve any of that extra glue. That way it doesn't disrupt your foundation. You don't want those oatmeal brows. But honestly, we all go through that stage. Some of us don't grow out of it. All right, now once you have that first layer down, I let them dry a bit. I do this before doing the second layer, just because if you go in when it's like still wet, it can kind of disrupt that first layer and start picking up your brow. And then that will just create unwanted texture. So usually like in between the step, I'll start like priming my skin and everything, or just like, you know, grab a snack, multitask, wet my beauty blenders, do your taxes. After that first layer, I have a few like little stray hairs on this brow, same with this one. So that's why we go in with a few extra layers just to get all those bad boys. So again, Elmer's glue stick, do the same thing. And also, don't come for me. It's like my face. I kind of go in with a little moisture. Don't judge me. And that just helps smooth this glue down. Sometimes you'll get like a stray little hair that like falls out. I usually grab some tweezers and like grab it. And when you apply the second layer, make sure you go with the hair, the way you brushed it. Grabbing that makeup wipe and doing the same thing. Cleaning up around the brow. Like I said, easy process, just time consuming. This is why people shave their brows off. That's a lot of commitment for me. I really enjoy my boy brows, so maybe sometime I'll do that. Not today. Next layer. And personally, I tend to start with the front of the brow and work my way out. So usually, eyebrows are thicker towards the front end. And then the tail tends to be a little more sparse. It's a little warm today, so I'm gonna go in with an extra layer, just to make sure everything is set. Drag queens usually do this just so we can lift our brows up and create a more feminine facial shape. It also gives you more lid space to work with. Just creating a blank canvas for yourself. Erasing the boy so you can create a woman. Let that dry just for a second, not as long as the other ones. So while it's a little tacky, you want to set it with some setting powder. Alright, I'm taking that Coty Airspun and with a light hand, I'm placing that over the brow. Setting that glue. Do it the other side. Once you have that first layer down, you can go in with a firmer hand and make sure everything is really set. And then the powder will fill in those empty gaps in between the hairs. And you can let that sit for a bit, but some people do this. I definitely do. Since my hair is really dark, my brows tend to like poke through, so I have to like color correct them. So I'm gonna dust this off. I'm taking a peach colored lipstick on the back of my hand. And I'm taking a beauty blender, well, just a beauty sponge. And I am using that to color correct my brows. Alright, and once you're done with that, you can set it. Repeat it for the other side. Set that other side as well. I look like Voldemort. Alright y'all, and that's basically it. This is how I personally glue down my brows. Fairly simple process, like I said, just takes a minute. But once you're like all done, the finished product will be so good. No way to know that your brows are all glued down. If you like go to the side, you won't see like any brow sticking up. That's how you know they're good to go. And just this will create the smoothest surface for you, in my opinion, at least. This is what trial and error I found to work the best for me. So if you guys want to give that a try, follow along. This will create such a beautiful base for creating a beautiful woman. All right, y'all. So if you want to see what a beautiful woman looks like, make sure you tune in next week for the full glam pride look. I'm gonna go do that right now for you guys. That'll be next week, so stay tuned. Before we close out this video, you know what you have to do. Make sure you hit that bell notification so you know every time I make a brand new upload, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Make sure you check out all my other socials at The Olive Cox for more drag fun. I'm gonna go do my face. You guys can go check out my next video. That'll be fun, right? You'll see which one to click on. You have fun with that. All right. Bye.